So now you got an idea what is a phrase and what is a clause. And you have already learned an adverb. What is an adverb? How could you identify an adverb? That you already learned. So now see children, here I have written 4 sentences. So let us consider the first 2 sentences. Okay. They started at dawn. They started at dawn. So if we consider the group of words at dawn, we can say that it is a phrase. It's a phrase because it does not have a verb in this. So it's a phrase. And we can say that they started, it answers the question when. It answers the question when. So it's an adverbial phrase. It's an adverbial phrase of time. That you know, it's an adverbial phrase of time because it answers the question when. Okay. Now it is a phrase because it has only, you cannot find a verb in this. It consists only of a group of words, so it is a phrase. Now let us see the second one. They started when morning came. So instead of the phrase at dawn, we used here another group of words. We used here another group of words. So instead of at dawn, what we used here? When morning came. When morning came. So can you tell what is this? Is it a phrase or a clause? When morning came. It is a clause. Both these have the same meaning. It is a phrase and it is a clause. So what does it mean? You can change a phrase into a clause and you can change a clause into a phrase. Got it? Now let us consider the next sentence. On her return to India, we asked her many questions. So if we consider this group of words, on her return to India, we can say it is a phrase because it does not have a verb in this. So it is a phrase. So on her return to India, we ask her many questions. So this is a clause, but this is a phrase. And if we consider the second one, when she returned to India, when she returned to India, yeah, subject is the she, return, verb. So we can say that it is a clause. Got it? It means that you can change a phrase into a clause and a clause into a phrase. So when you change a phrase into a clause, what you have to do? You should add a verb. You should add a verb. That's it. Okay. Okay children, now in page number 59, read these sentences. They have given 4 sentences. So let us see the first one. Was ears flattened down at the sound of his master's voice. So you just consider that highlighted words. At the sound of his master's voice. At the sound of his master's voice. Is it a phrase or a clause? Is it a phrase or a clause? It does not have a verb. It does not have a subject or a predicate. So it is a phrase. In the first sentence, the highlighted words are phrase. Okay, in the first sentence, the group of words, it's actually a phrase because it does not have a verb. Now, let us consider the second sentence. Was ears flattened down when he heard his master's voice? When he heard his master's voice. Yes, it has a subject and it has a verb. So, it means the second sentence, the highlighted part or the highlighted words, is actually a clause. Got it? You understood, no? That's it. So, same meaning. Okay, same meaning, but one is expressed through phrase, the second one is expressed with the help of clause. That's all. Now, third one. Was always ran away towards the north. Towards the north. It means it's a phrase because it does not have a verb. Every time Wolf ran away, he went towards. He went. He. Subject is there. Went. Verb is there. So, it is a clause. Got it? So, actually it means that phrase and clause. It's too easy to change a phrase into a clause or a clause into a phrase. Okay. Now, yeah, they have given some examples also. As we have already discussed, I am not going to write it again. See, the plane took off. The plane took off then. That is adverb of time because it tells when. Then. It consists only of one word. Only one word, so it is adverb of time. Second sentence, the plane took off at the scheduled time. At the scheduled time, a group of words. A group of words, and it does not contain what? A verb. Okay, so it is a phrase. Third sentence, the plane took off when the pilot got clearance from the tower. Yeah, subject is there and verb is there. So the third one is a clause. Got it? Now, let us consider the second example. The children played nearby. Adverb. Adverb of place. The children played in the park nearby. Group of words. Group of words without a verb. So it is a phrase. Third sentence. The children played wherever they could find shade in the park. Wherever they could find. Subject is there and verb is there. So it is a clause. Let us consider the last one. Last group. He left the room. He left the room angrily. Adverb of manner. Okay, only one word is there. If we consider the second example, with a look of anger on his face. A group of words but no verb. So it is a phrase. Third, he left the room like he had never been so displeased. Like he had never been. Okay, so it has a subject and a verb. It means it is a clause. Got it? Okay, children, I am continuing because we have to complete a lot. So that's why. Okay, children. So in page number 60, underline the adverbial phrases in the sentences. Then rewrite the sentence, replacing these phrases with suitable adverbial clauses. So this I will help you. Otherwise, you will find it difficult because this is the first time now. Okay, so I will help you. So Kumar met his aunt after many years. So after many years, it is underlined, and we know that it is a phrase because it does not have a verb in that. So how can we change it into a clause? It was after many years. Yeah, instead of after many years, what is written here? It was after many years. So it, that is the subject, was, that is the verb. So thus we changed this phrase into a clause. Got it? It was after many years that Kumar met his aunt. Second one, the result was announced on our arrival. On our arrival. That is the adverbial phrase here. On our arrival. So, on our arrival. How can we change it into a clause? How can we change it into a clause? When we arrive. When we arrive. Let us consider the next one. Gauri feeds the fish before leaving the school. Yeah. So, what is the phrase here? Before leaving the school. Leaving the school. That is the phrase here. So, how can we change it into a clause? Gauri feeds the fish before leaving for school. How can we change? Before she leaves for school. Before she leaves for school. Then, next one. It is best to practice in a place with no disturbance. So what is the adverbial phrase here? With no disturbance is the adverbial phrase here. So how can we change it into a clause? We have to change that with no disturbance to a clause. That means we should add a verb here. So it is best to practice in a place with no disturbance. With no disturbance, yeah. So it is best to practice in a place where you will not be disturbed. Where you will not be disturbed. Now let us consider the fifth one. We have to start now to catch the train. So what is the phrase here? To catch the train. To catch the train. That is the phrase here. So how can we change? We have to start now if we want to catch the train. You have to change that group of words into a meaningful sentence or a meaningful clause. That's it. You have to change that group of words into a meaningful clause. That's all. Okay. So we have to start now if we want to catch the train. Last one. The match was exciting right till the end. So till the end. Till the end is the phrase. And how can we change it into a clause? Till it entered. It is the subject. Entered is the verb. Till it entered. Okay. Okay children, next is words in use. That is too easy. You can do it alone. And the next one, that is B. That is also easy. So words in use A and B that you have to try. Okay. Okay children, thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.